Celebrity Every Day 26. Superman isn't one to kill, but DC's new continuity is putting the rule to the test. Superman stands for truth and justice, but above all, he symbolizes showing mercy towards enemies rather than finishing them off and stooping to their level. Now, in the absolute universe, Superman is forced to reckon with the fact that mercy may not be possible against his current foes. Absolute Superman is setting himself apart from his counterpart with his potential to kill, calling his traditional moral code into question. In a preview for Absolute Superman No. 4 by Jason Aaron, Rafa Sandoval, Ulises Arreola, and Becca Carey, Lois Lane tries to track down Superman by interrogating those who have come into contact with him. Unfortunately, none of them can provide her with the answers she's looking for, but they do have a warning for her. According to these victims of the Lazarus Corporation, the Superman fears the day Lazarus will drive him to such anger. He cannot help but save this world by killing you all. Superman's righteous rage against Lazarus has already been on display, hinting that he may soon snap and finish them off for good. Absolute Superman's rage pushes him closer to killing than his original counterpart. Superman's angry nature and unruly powers give him destructive potential in DC's main continuity. Superman abides by a no-kill rule that prevents him from resorting to extreme measures and instead reminds him to prioritize peace. However, in the Absolute Universe, he's driven much more by rage. This impulsivity is on full display in Absolute Superman No. 1, when he watches peacemakers mistreat workers in mines and attacks them against his better judgment. Superman doesn't tolerate injustice in any universe, hence his Golden Age status as a champion of the oppressed, but his fury towards the Lazarus Corporation doesn't mix well with his lack of control over his Kryptonian superpowers. Superman is typically capable of restraining himself when harnessing his abilities, but this version of Kal-El struggles with his destructive powers. Once his heat vision is unleashed, he can't contain it on his own, which is why he wears a suit with an AI called Soul who can shut off his powers when they run wild. An enraged Superman who can't maintain control over his powers can become a recipe for disaster. Although the Lazarus Corporation's cruel actions demonstrate that they deserve to be stopped, Superman going as far as murdering them all would cross a line that he never would in most circumstances. Superman may finally break his rule against murder in DC's Absolute Universe. Superman could be provoked to murder the Lazarus Corporation. The Lazarus Corporation that Lois Lane serves isn't far from a noble organization. Even Lois is aware of this, as she sees that people have been beaten by peacemakers and responds by punishing those corrupt guards herself. Still, one of Superman's trademarks as a hero is that he holds back when he's fully capable of obliterating any villains he fights. Abandoning mercy would mean abandoning the principles that have defined him for decades. Luckily, Kal-El is said to fear the day he's pushed too far, so he may not go through with it. Superman doesn't kill, but if provoked enough, there's a chance that Absolute Superman might. Celebrity Every Day 26.